Hey everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer. Before we get started, I want to take a minute and thank you to the few people who commented on my videos. I really appreciate that. That keeps it up, keeps me encouraged. Know that I'm at least having some small amount of effect keeping this game alive. And I appreciate the guy who said, hey, I don't mind the people that are quitting because it helps me move up and be more competitive. Can I just say, that's exactly the point. But just know this, that as soon as they find out that there's a new shiny, yeah, you better hang on to your seats because they're going to come roaring back. I did want to show you something I don't know if you guys are familiar with. Here we go. This is called, let's go back up to the front page here. This is the Siege of Olympus server focused on Disney DSA in-game content, yada yada yada. It's primarily maintained by members of Sleeping Death, in-game Alley Cats, Kumadra, Great Spirit, and Disneyland Forever. They are, and I don't know who all participates in this, but these are just the clubs that help keep it going. And, I know you can't see all this, but you can see, who's moving who's moving up club-wise. They keep a tab on, this person, hey, they made it to this, and this person made it to this, and you could just scroll through here, and Legion of Ducks, and Sword, and Eden Wolf, and Oxymore, and Korea Union, Main Street, Spicy Ducks, Get Glud, Beauties and Beasts, another one, Battalion Chile, Sorcerers of Monsteropolis, French Dark Players, Purge Troopers, Disney Rebels, yeah, la la la. You can just see, you just scroll through here, Game Mexico, the Grand Lion, all these teams, and you just see how they're progressing. And, you can go back through history and look at everybody if you're so inclined, because they have a raid progression tab over here that's just slightly off screen. And then they have the general stuff where they talk about general stuff, theory crafting, brags, graphic resources. We'll just click on this. You can see this is for Rock Titan. It recommends, and I want you to notice something. This graphic that I'm looking at, it's from February 5th. And this person made a Rock Titan, use this team, and he got a grand score of, I don't know if you see this, looks like somewhere around a little bit over 600,000. It says what he has stoned and positionals and the hammers. Then we got this guy who did a couple million on Ice Titan. And then it stops on February 18th, 2021, which is so helpful. Because, guys, it's so close to February 18th, 2022 still, guys. It's like it's yesterday, right? And so they quit this in February, and nobody's done another one since. You can go back, keep looking at them. But, and then they have videos here. I don't know. This is that guy Gaza was telling you about, and the other one. He's pretty good. I like him a lot. But the last Gaza updated. It was updated April for this team. Then somebody updated this last week with. Looks like. I can't tell who this person is right here, but it's Jafar. We had Jack Skellington, Bebe, King Triton. Anyway, community videos. Can see people, so it's not like you can't see stuff, but for the most part, there's just not a whole lot here, and there's a bunch of people writing stuff. You can see the team, and then maybe you see this video, then you see this video. Ooh, she brought 415K. Keep going. There's not a whole lot of video here, guys. There's some, but not a lot. Not as much as you would think. But primarily the reason I brought you guys here was to show you this. This is the link to the Google Rate Optimizer that was released back in April. Before we get into this, it stops up here. It starts, where did they start at? 21. Squad Builder Rate Optimizer 1.0 for the Siege on Olympus. No, it's for Siege on Olympus 1.0 Rate Optimizer. Then 2.0 was released a month later on the 7th. And we get the Squad Builder web version. Then we get all the way to May. And then we get to 3.1 here in May. And then we get to 3.2, which is the last updated version of this that came out on April 24th. And it's got the link. You can click this, blah, 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 do all this. You can get they have a place here in Discord for the Q&A, which is right here. But I have the Squad Builder open itself. And this is it. And how this updates, as I was on this before playing around with it, and it doesn't show when they've updated the last time they've updated. It shows the last time you've updated it with what you're working on. You can do this by tunes or by Titan. I don't think that's the best use. You can use it by team comp. You can put in here, hey, what's the best I can do with adventurers on whichever Titan you want. What's the best I can run with Big Red Kitty, with Kitty. Do it like this. You want to use Frozone, optimize Elsa, like that. But the way I use it is like this, where you say, hey, I want to work on this tune, and it will say, hey, you want to work on Frozone here? The best team with Frozone can get you 2.1 million on Rock. It can get you almost 12 million on Tornado. It can get you 1.3 on Lava, and it can get you 3.7 on Ice. And this is if you watch the new account update or what I'm doing, this is the raid team that I'm working on. For all 4 of my accounts. One, it's Frozone, Hero, Genie, Maurice, Tinkerbell. But enough about that. We can come back to it. You can ask me questions about it later. But I know what you're thinking. We'll show us some other tunes. Okay. I'm here. Cool. You want to use Jack? Another Summoner's Chosen. This is what his best tunes do. This is what his best runs do. Another character. Merlin. Oh, look at here. If you have Zeus. Question, what do you need for Zeus? You need to already be in heroic to be able to get this, to be able to get Zeus. So, I mean, it's good, but if you don't have Zeus, it's kind of okay. But yeah, if you have Merlin, Hero, Genie, Maurice, and Zeus, which, can I just ask, if you have Zeus at 7-8, why is this here? 23 million if you have Zeus. Which, if you have Zeus, like we talked about, you need him to get through. You need to be able to be heroic. So, why is this here? Not quite sure. I don't understand it. Anyway, moving along. Mike Wazowski. There you go. Mike doesn't do a whole lot for any team, apparently. Olaf. Y'all, Olaf is better than Mike Wazowski. If you want to run this team, don't. It's hard. Oogie Boogie. $7 million, same team comp. Yeah. And this is why I like the view of this. Sally, if you need to go back and pause this to see what they do, what the team comps are, just pause the video, go back and look at it. It is what it is. Horn King. There it is. You see what it is. And these are people who are like, they study their kits. They're like, okay. So these are the best optimized run people can get with these tunes. Queen of Hearts. So the way they have this arranged is they have the Summoner Showdown, the Summoner Chosen minus Doc, who, just for the sake of full disclosure, we're going to go down here and show you Doc. Doc, he's our newest Summoner's Chosen. That's what he's capable of doing. But I know what you're thinking. What about other tunes like that I might like say you want to run Baymax. Cool. Baymax. Okay, cool. I'm down cool with Baymax. What if I wanted to go Captain Lightyear? Captain Lightyear's not here. Buzzes. But they haven't updated this with Captain Lightyear, guys. And you're like, well, do they have the other doors? I just showed you Doc. Here's Bashful. Guess what? Bashful? No Bashful. What about I showed you Doc. Here's Dopey. Here's Grumpy. Here's another new tune that we've gotten written relatively recently. Those that you already know about. Cusco. It's Cusco. What about Tigger? Is Tigger here? Let's see if good old Tigger's here. T-I-double-G-R. Let's see if T-I-double-G-R is here. T-I-double-G-R. I see the Beast. I see the Manticore. I see Gianna. I see Tinkerbell. I don't see Tigger. That's weird. What about Winnie the Pooh? Wally, Wasabi, Wendy, Woody. Don't see Winnie the Pooh. Alright, what about Sneezy? Sneezy's here. That's weird. What about a newest legendary, Snow White? Yeah, Snow White's here. So, what I'm trying to get at is they stopped updating this after Snow White came out, guys. They didn't bother to put in Tigger. They didn't bother to do Eeyore. They didn't bother to do Winnie the Pooh. They didn't bother to do Captain Lightyear because he would be right here. Right after Captain Hook, he would be right where Chip is, but he's not. What about socks? Scrooge, Calhoun, Shanu, Shank, Khan, Sheriff of Nottingham, Simba, Sleepy, Smee, Sneezy, Sorcerer, Princess Mickey, Steamboat, Mickey, Stitch, Shelly, Sven. Don't see socks. But let's just keep in mind, if you've beaten the raid a number of times, if you've beaten the raid to the point where you have Zeus unlocked and you have him full tier 9 or whatever, then behold, that's Yzma, didn't mean that, sorry. Then behold, you too can pull 23 million with Zeus. So, once you get Zeus, once you've beaten the raid a number of times, once your guild is good enough to beat the raid, then you can get Zeus and do a cakewalk through Tornado. But how many of you have Zeus? Maybe some of you do. Is he done? That's weird. That's weird, right? So we all know, I think some of you all know about Eve, but let's just take a look at Eve, of the Eve team. If you want to grind like crazy, Eve's viable. For one Titan, and I've tried this team a number of times, and it is crazy RNG dependent, guys. It's crazy. But this is done by the people who jump in head first. They have everybody at tier 9 already. They're the people that are like, hey, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do because you don't want to do it. They could optimize the raid. They could run the raid with socks. They could run the raid with Tigger. They could run the raid with Winnie the Pooh. They could run it with Captain Lightyear. But they're not. Why? You're asking me why they're not doing that? Guys, because the people that run this stuff, they're here. They have Zeus. They're able to put 23 million on Tornado. They're able to just run the team out there, and get 23 million on Tornado. My guy has a video on how to get this number with Zeus. But you have to have Zeus first, guys. If you're not, guys, I'm just going to tell you the hard truth. If you're not on the leading edge, like I said in the last video, people don't care about you in this game. To them, all that matters is being on the leading edge. And then then while you're still grinding your tunes away, while you're still working your way at PvP or up the raid or up whatever, they're like, we dropped thousands of dollars on this game, and we're done with everybody because we had everybody geared up the week after the raid came out, and we had just fully unlocked 2 months after the raid came out. And now, because nobody's kid has excited us, and like I said, I have anger at tier 9, I have Judy Hopps at tier 9, I have David Jones at tier 9, I have Demona at tier 9, I have Dopey at tier 9, I have Esmeralda at tier 9, I have Gogo at tier 9, I have Goliath at tier 9. There's nothing to do because, oh my gosh, this game is so boring. Meanwhile, you're still trying to figure out, okay, what team do I work out? What team do I work on for this person? I don't know if I can clear this. Hopefully I'll be able to. I'm going to try it real quick. I'm going to try to show you if I can, if I have enough space. I'm going to blank these out so I can free up, because this is the only way you can clear out people, so people become other people are able to be used. Because this is something that I ran. I was like, okay, I've got these people done. I want to be able to move on. I don't know if it's going to show up right. And here's what I don't understand, guys. Is why don't they have this so you can know? And maybe it will after I get everybody done. After I get everybody out, maybe I'll be able to look through here and be like, okay, this team is the best team to use versus this person. This team is the best team to use versus this person. So you know what I might as well do while I'm doing this is I might as well just put in people that I know aren't good. Just change them to people that I know are probably not going to be great. So we're going to start with the dwarves. So I'm going to go in and put in the dwarves. And maybe we'll get we'll see what happens as I go through the ranks. I might even keep putting these guys in a couple times. Might just go bashful everyone because we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure this is going to work, guys, honestly. But if it does, I'm going to let you know. And I'm sorry that I didn't do this before, but I'm just thinking about it now. I'm like, I wonder. And so we're going to go show through, and I'm going to show you if I can get this to work like I think it's going to. Now, it may not work. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It may not work, but I may be doing this for absolutely no reason. But that doesn't mean we're not going to try. And it might take me longer than I think it's going to. In which case, guys, I do apologize. I'm at the point now where I'm just putting bashful in every slot, just to hopefully speed up the process. And if you're somebody out there who's like, no, bashful's great, cool. So, what I'm trying to say, guys, is reading their server. I don't know how. I don't know if you went back on the Discord server and you were like, okay, I want to go back to December, and you want to read 6+ months of entry. I have no idea how long it would take you. That's not what I meant to do. Back up to the top. Alright, so this should show you. How do I get this thing to scroll down? Can I move? I don't know if I can move the window. So I'm gonna try to move the spreadsheet up a little bit so we can see this maybe a little bit better. get it in there, and I'm going to drag this down. Hopefully that comes through okay. So, as far as I can tell, this is the best team you can run for Lava Titan, for Rock Titan. The problem is, I don't know if you need to have everybody at tier 9 for this to work or not. But here are the teams and what they do at their best. Just so you know. And then we'll move over. So you can look at this, you can be like, okay, so you want to say your target is rock. That's who you should work on. That's who you should be working on. These tunes that are over here. If you're like me and you're like tornado, this is who you work on. Now, we're gonna go up here. Alright. And because this Zeus team, if you have Zeus, awesome. If you don't have Zeus, like everybody else, wait for it. It's gotta load to change. Like most of the world. See, now it says, oh hey, the team Frozone, Hero, Genie, Maurice, Tinkerbell, or the Eve team that is hard as crap to run. I tried it. I know. Tiana also can work. There's a number of teams here. So like I said before, if you need to pause the video, feel free to. Moving on. This is a team that I really like, guys. This is a team. 3 million team for Lava Titan using Shank. Guys. Using Shank. The woman who is arguably one of the worst tunes in the game. Shank is on this team. If you needed a reason to invest in Shank, and you're trying to figure out how do I get past lava, think about Shank. Once again, it's Ian. It's Ian heavy, guys. And then if we move back over here, you can see that Ian was very heavy on the rock. So pick your target. Do you want to be good versus rock, or do you want to be good versus lava? I mean, if you're like my club, I'm sorry. Then your primary, I'm just gonna be honest with you, my body play club starts with tornado, so that's where a lot of my focus is. Then we do rock, then we move on to lava and ice, and largely by the time that tornado and rock are down, we fly through lava, and then we fly through ice. So if you're ice, apparently Ian is a really good tune for the raid. I'm just saying, because he's on most every team. He's on a lot of these teams for ice. He's on all of these teams for lava. He's on most of these teams for rock. So Ian, if you're looking for somebody, Ian. Then you see a large number of Wendy's everywhere. You see a large number of Sally's everywhere. And then it gets a little bit hodgepodgey. For tornado, you see how it is. Eve or Genie or some combination thereof. Then we move over to lava. A lot of Ian, a lot of Wendy, a lot of Sally. Then we move over here to ice. A lot of Ian, a lot of Merlin, Wendy, Tiana, King Triton, Sally. But that's just what it is. And so keep in mind, I do want you to keep in mind that they've not added Tigger. That they've not started researching Tigger at all. They've not done any Winnie the Pooh. They've not done any Eeyore. They've not done any Captain Lightyear. They've not done Socks. So just keep this in mind. I know this has been 30 minutes, and I'm sorry it's been so long, but I wanted to put this out there so you guys had an idea of this is the tool that the people that push content in this game have made. And they're so bored with this game that they've stopped updating it because they don't think it's important. Now, I'm going to be honest. I hope this changes in a week or two when they bring out Alice. I hope that's, like I said, this coming Wednesday. If it's not this Wednesday, it's going to be probably the first Wednesday in August. So within the next 4 weeks, I think Alice is gonna be here, and we'll see. But at this point, I think that I honestly think that if I can go back to it real quick, if I can find it, if we go back up to this that I was talking about a couple of days ago, that's the road map ahead. I think that once this came out, they stopped worrying about everything they stopped worrying about that raid optimizer. But anyway, and I think that they're starting to gear up. I think that they're starting to work on make sure their I's are dotted and their T's are crossed. Because of what does it talk about? What we're doing to gear up? Yeah, where it talks about the 4.5 content. It talks about Club X edition, blah blah blah. Characters included. We're going to change the chase character, and hopefully. But then they talk about how the characters are going to be in the Ascension. And so I'm fairly sure that everybody that was working on this is now working on their Club Conquest characters, and I'm bringing all of these other teams that I've been telling you about that you should think about. I'm not telling you that you should for sure switch to the Summoner Students or the Forest characters or the Interstellar, but I'm just telling you that's probably what these guys did once they saw this roadmap. And obviously, it's progression. You need to get through. You need to get through Forbidden Depths. You need to get through this, because if you don't get through this, then you can't get the Gear 9 pieces. And then you need the Gear 9 pieces to get the 9.5 pieces. And on and on and on. But if you can find a way to knock out some of those Interstellar pieces, or those Summoner Student pieces, or those Forest pieces, and still be able to run a good raid team, that might be the ticket. So, I don't think Max is in here. We'll check for Max. I forgot to look for Max earlier. Do I see Max Goof? No, I do not see Max Goof anywhere in here. Okay, so let's take a look. So, Violet is a Summoner's Student. So here she is. She'll get you damage. This whole incredible team will get you damage. Just so you know. And here there's Dashes here. Violet's here. Violet down here. So maybe like I said, I'm gonna put this link for this if you haven't seen it yet in the Discord. Maybe you're like, I'm okay, I could wait on but I want to be able to contribute to the raid and work on some of those other characters at the same time. That's cool. Where's Robin Hood? And I just want to encourage you, maybe this is the way you go about it. Look at this team. This team you can get almost 1 million on. It uses a Forest character and a Summoner's Student. Dash, and Robin Hood. Robin Hood, again. Robin Hood. More Robin Hood. Another forest. Another forest. Let's take a look at Mordor real quick. This will be the last one after we talk about Mordor. He's probably not. I'd be very surprised if people talked about him a lot. But here's Mordor, just so you know. They're not using him, so maybe not Mordor. But Buzz will help you a lot. Buzz will help you out a lot, but nobody's using Buzz. So if you need to, come and use this to help you catch up with these people. With these, if you need to catch up with these people, that's what I'm using. If you want to know, okay, if you take a look at the best forest and interstellar and all these other new factions that I believe there is a very, very 85% chance that these 3 new factions that at least are going to be part of the new Ascension campaign. Like I said, consider looking up who are part of the Interstellar, who's part of the Summoner Students, who's part of the Forest, and then go through here and see if there's a raid team that you can run and contribute to your club in. Because I think that's going to put you that much further ahead. Anyway, guys, sorry this has been a long video. I did not intend it to be this long. There's just a lot of stuff here that I felt you guys needed to know about. Because it's important. Because I think it's obvious, don't you, that these people quit optimizing this game when the Road Ahead came out. And they're like, okay, it's time for us to switch focus. I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm gonna put a link to this if you don't have it in the description. If you would like to subscribe to this video, tell your friends, share it, all that fun stuff. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.